Different exercises, again, that's specific to each athlete.
Athletes also have access to academic resources and advisors.
Academic Center provides opportunities to teach them about different study skills, reading comprehension, writing a paper, time management.
Student athletes sometimes face judgment that they have it easy in school with all the benefits, but some athletes don't agree.
When people look at college athletics, they don't look at it as a job, which essentially this is our job. We're getting paid to perform.
Reporting from Brigham Young University, I'm Shai Jackson for Y Sports.
BYU football gains that RSPECT one game at a time. Shayandria Jackson is here with the latest Cougar chatter. BYU football climbs up the ladder to number 20 after getting the win against number 9 FCS team McNeese.
He jukes it after going right back to his left. Hand off Katoa.
Major players set the stage in the McNeese battle to contribute to the win. McNeese throws the ball from Sandlin, taking the 35-yard line. Jacobson secures the interception and takes off. Freshman kicker Skylar Southam dominates with a 47-yard kick. Legs for days. Amazing moves, amazing plays. BYU football came to play. Some BYU football fans have changed their talk from shade to hope. All of these wins are shutting the haters up, and there were no risky bets this week. Denver Ute, where you at? BYU fans are ready for BYU to take on the Huskies this Saturday. Jamie Slaughter McKenna says, I'm excited to see my school beat my dad's favorite team. Jamie Slaughter is excited to see them excel and prove they are not the team they once be. And what girl doesn't love a man in a football uniform? Travis Brown posted his expectations for the team. I'm excited to see the corners play the ball, jump routes, and come away with 3 interceptions. I'm excited to see the Cougar offense execute a high level and outscore the Huskies with a win. Heads up, Lopini and Squally. Robbie Haskell is looking for the offensive game plan. I'm excited to see the offensive game plan. Will Grimes, will you pound the ball with Squally or Pini, or will it be a gamble and attack through the air? BYU women's volleyball is also bringing home those W's. Women are number 1. That team secured the spot with a defeat over Gonzaga, bringing the record to 3-0. Who runs the world? Girls. Trent Taylor tweeted someone should send those Huskies, BYU women's volleyball players, to shut them up. Let them know how BYU is coming through. Tune in to witness BYU football and the Huskies battle it out this Saturday at 6:30. Will BYU women stay undefeated? Find out September 25th at 6 p.m. as they take on Pepperdine. That's the Cougar chatter around the world. Back to you.
Thanks, Shai. Provo Business has found a way to put smiles on the faces of local foster kids by giving them free bikes. 11 News reporter Shai Jackson is here to tell you what they have planned.
Who doesn't like free stuff? Dozens of Utah foster kids are about to receive a bike at no cost. The Provo Bicycle Collective is spinning with activity. People around town donated all of the bikes you see here.
We get thousands of donated bikes each year, and we're able to transform them from trash to transportation.
Shop director Austin Taylor created the nonprofit organization to help people in need have a way to get around.
We take them, we fix them up.
Taylor received around 30 to 50 kid bikes, and he wanted to put them to good use. The collective has many tools and stations where volunteers can come in and help make the used bikes safe and ready to ride. Local parent Lauren actually used the store to fix up a bike for his foster daughter. He says he feels people don't really realize how little many foster kids come with.
A lot of times just have the clothes on their back, maybe a backpack of clothes, and their favorite stuffed animal, but as far as bikes and a lot of toys, they don't have those kinds of things.
Foster mom Jessica says she feels the bike giveaway will help foster children be able to enjoy simple kid activities.
They miss out a lot of times on some of these basic joys that people take for granted in childhood, like bikes, which is why it's such a huge deal.
The Provo Bicycle Collective will have the bikes ready to be picked up next week for the foster kids. Reporting live in Provo, Shayandria Jackson, 11 News.
To find out where the bowl game will be this year, Cougar Chatter reporter Shayandria Jackson will tell us where the Cougars want to play.
BYU football team has their fingers crossed, hoping to play their bowl game in Tampa this year. BYU football fans and players hashtag BYU to Tampa all over Twitter after freshman quarterback Zach Wilson tweeted, "Let's make it happen." Royal Cook tweets a meme saying, "I'll hope for anything you hope for." He's on the bandwagon, but I have to agree with KG42 when he says the cold is killing him. He tweets, "Please take me home, hashtag can't stand this cold." Sam K. Sam is also looking forward to some warm weather. He said he's trying to get a tan before Christmas. Not only are some fans hoping for a bowl game in Tampa, they're hoping to match up to play Virginia, where former coach Bronco Mendenhall is now coaching. Soda Krug brings on the hype. He says, "Let these seniors get the last laugh at the man who walked out on them and turned their college football experience upside down." And Sam K. Sam tries another tactic. He bribes ESPN, says, "Think of the press. Coach Bronco versus old team BYU. First matchup since he left head-and-head in the Gasparilla Bowl. Hashtag BYU to Tampa." So heads up, BYU football fans. They're counting on a win for the football team this year. They're hyping up the football team, but it's up to you guys to finish it. Final bowl matchups will be announced this Sunday. Hashtag BYU to Tampa. Back to you. Raising the stakes on service dog training. He has been skillfully trained to detect gluten in any food to help keep her companion from getting sick.
7 years ago, Naga's companion and trainer was diagnosed with celiac disease,
which is an autoimmune disorder that attacks my intestines whenever I ingest gluten, which is found in wheat, barley, and rye, which is most foods.
Even after going gluten-free, Rebecca was still constantly ill. She later found out it was due to contact from cross-contamination of gluten.
Products that are labeled as gluten-free that you would think that are safe, but in fact are not.
So Naga was specially trained to find even the slightest amount of gluten in any food. Once in the store, Naga is ready for her work. She alerts her companion when a product is not safe by placing her paw on her leg. And if the food is good, she bows her head. Naga is only the 6th gluten-trained dog in the United States, and she is the first in Utah. Dog trainer Molly Baker feels it's hard to train other dogs like Naga because people abuse the idea of a service dog.
You can't just slap a vest on a dog and think, "Oh yeah, we're good to go." This is really, really hard work.
Naga is constantly helping to better the life of her companion. As a reward, she receives playtime with her squeaky toy and her favorite activity, chasing bubbles.
The symptoms have gotten so much better. I hardly ever get sick anymore. And she has made a huge impact on my life, and she saves me every day.
There are more dogs being trained for gluten detection every day. So if you have a celiac disorder, you may want to look into getting your very own Naga.
So Shai, where can people get their dogs trained like Naga?
Naga's trainer Rebecca is now offering gluten training services along with Molly Baker at Molly's Dog Training. For more contact information, check out my story at 11news.byu.edu.
Thanks, Shai.
BYU women's volleyball has a tough record to beat. Cougar Chatter reporter Shyandria Jackson has a look on the talk on this team's impressive no-loss status.
BYU women's volleyball win streak continues. Another sweep in last night's game against Santa Clara, taking 3-0. The team is currently undefeated. BYU women's volleyball fans were chatting it up about the team's amazing block streak. BYU TV Sports tweeted a riddle. What do Legos and BYU women's volleyball have in common? The answer is blocks. Jay Brown tweeted, "Back row, we ready. Blockers, nah, we got this." I have to agree with the stuff folks don't tell you when he tweeted, "They did that." Wendy Williams put her education aside just to attend last night's game. She tweeted, "BYU volleyball greater than the paper I have due tomorrow that I haven't even started yet." I'm sure she wasn't disappointed. Cougars fans have a lot to praise to give women's volleyball, but prayers are also going up. Outside hitter McKenna Miller injured her knee during the game. Spencer Linton tweets, "We send her love and wish her a speedy recovery. It will be a huge loss." But McKenna shut that down real quick, tweeting, "No matter what, our team is going to be fine. I know it will all work out." Will the loss of a major player hurt BYU women's volleyball's squeaky clean record? Come out or tune into the last home game of the season this Saturday at 1 p.m. to find out. Back to you guys.
There's been a lot of chatter this week surrounding the BYU football team. The biggest talking point came from one of BYU's very own players, Michael Shelton. Cougar Chatter reporter Andrea Jackson has more for us. BYU defensive back Michael Shelton has some tough words for BYU fans this week. In a press conference on Tuesday, he said, "I like playing on the road because to me, the atmosphere is a lot better than our atmosphere at home. I like playing at home, but sometimes our fans can be a downer and it brings us down. But I think we feed off the energy when we play anyways." This was after a 6-7 loss to Northern Illinois when everyone could hear the boos from BYU fans loud and clear, expressing their frustration towards the team. But does Shelton have a point? Caleb on Twitter seems to think so. He says, "I agree with Michael Shelton. BYU fans are major downers. But check out the handle. 40 Uter looks like a Ute fan is trying to stir up the pot." Ryan Lewis says if he could change one thing about the season, it would be to be a more supportive fan. According to Michael Shelton, we are the reason why they lose so many home games. That guy on Twitter seems to be sincere when he says, "Love Michael Shelton. I am going to show him more love and cheer even louder for him. Hope we all do. They all want to win and they work hard at it." Great attitude, that guy. Michael Shelton posted on Twitter yesterday to give clarity to the situation. He said, "I just want all of Cougar Nation to know that I am grateful for their love and support. I said some things earlier this week that were unfair to some of our fans. We have the best fans in the world, and as a team, we are looking forward to giving them a reason to cheer us on both on the road and at home. Tune in this Saturday. Go Cougs." Let's hope BYU is able to feed off that negative energy at Boise State. They are 13.5 underdogs against the Broncos. BYU fans' next chance to show their support at home is against Mexico State on November 17th. Back to you guys.